Hi everyone, welcome back to the Stitches and Scribbles channel. My name is Erin, and I figured I'd do a fun little Halloween get ready with me as a bonus video for this week. I know a lot of people had all of their Halloween celebrations already by the time you're seeing this, but I figured for those of you who are still doing a Halloween costume on actual Halloween, or you're getting ready for trick-or-treaters to come, or you just want some company on this spooky night, I figured I'd release this video on the 30th so that if you want it ready for the 31st for part of your Halloween routine, you have it available to watch. So here's kind of the laydown of what Halloween things I am working on at the moment. So I have a Halloween party to go to tomorrow. But today, I just got back from my first ever Halloween party at the school that I sub at, so I got to see all the kids' costumes, and it was super fun. But this is actually my spiderweb sweater that you would have seen in a different vlog here on my channel. If you search spiderweb, I think there's only 2 videos on my channel where I've done spidery things. And this was my little spider that I had on my shoulder during the day. The kids loved the costume. They thought it was very cool. And it was a great conversation starter with them since it was a handmade costume. So we had tons of fun today. I also wanted to jump in real quick before the actual get ready with me and talk about the Halloween party that my husband and I hosted at our house, just to give you some Halloween ideas in case you're looking to do a Halloween party next year or want to do something really last minute for this year. So last weekend we did a pirate themed Halloween party, and we had a bunch of friends come over, all in costumes. Some of them dressed as pirates, some of them didn't. We were totally fine with either. We're not super sticklers for the theme or anything. But we had lots of food and some pirate board games. I was informed that the board game that we had put out was in fact the dice game that I guess they play in Pirates of the Caribbean. I need to rewatch the movie, but apparently they have that on Amazon. So if you're looking for pirate themed board games, it's called Liar's Dice. And it was fun watching people try to figure out how to play. We also did a scavenger hunt, and I actually have one of the scavenger hunt items here with me because it's my creepy crochet book. So what I did for all of the scavenger hunt items is I put a clue on the scavenger hunt piece of paper. So this one was just called Creepy Crochet. And people had to find the item in our house, and underneath each item was a sticky note with a code word that just confirmed for me that they matched the correct item to the correct clue. And if they were the first person to find the item, there was also a coin under the item that they could collect for a bonus point. So I had tons of fun putting the scavenger hunt together and creating all the clues and picking all the items. We tried to make sure that there were items in every room of the house that we were willing to let guests go into. We also made sure to make some of the clues easier than others or harder than others, just so that people would stay entertained, and it seemed like everybody loved it, so I was really excited that that went well. But our plan for future Halloween parties is to continue picking a theme every year and create some sort of a game or activity that goes with the theme so that people can work on an activity if they want to, or just chat with everybody if that's what they prefer. So that was last weekend, but because I didn't film a get ready with me with my pirate costume that I did have some handmade components to, I was really looking for another opportunity to wear it. So I was really happy when we had another friend reach out and say that they were also hosting a Halloween party, but this weekend. So it'll be Saturday the 28th when they're hosting it. So the second part of this video will be a get ready with me, kind of like what I did for Ren Fair. I'm thinking that it'll be a pretty short one because even though some of the costume pieces took a long time to make, the actual putting on the costume and getting ready doesn't take all that long because the hair and makeup are not as intense as some of my Ren Fair looks were. But yeah, I just wanted to give you kind of a little update of what we did for Halloween and what we're going to do. And without further ado, let's go ahead and do the get ready with me and fast forward to tomorrow. Hello again, we've now moved on to the get ready with me portion of the video. So I'm gonna start getting into costume, doing all the things. I did decide that I want to do my hair before I put my costume on, so we're gonna start with that. I did shower and wash my hair this morning, so it's clean but still a little damp, which honestly works for what I'm doing today. So I do have a big pirate hat as part of my costume. So I usually, when I wear that hat, I don't do any sort of an updo because that ends up not sitting right with the hat. So what I really try to do is do something to get my hair out of my face but where it's still mostly down. So I'm gonna do what I did last time I wore this costume and just do 2 little Dutch braids to catch all the hair that's in front of my ears, kind of the section that like would be my bangs and this part like right here, and then just leave those braids hanging down in the front. All right, this is the finished hair. So I just have those 2 braids. Like I said, I also made sure to leave plenty just down so that most of my hair was down. And I also made sure not to take too many pieces from like the crown of my head so that there would be a layer that would lay nicely over the sections that I did pull hair from. This is what it looks like. The back's a little messed up. I don't really care because the hat's gonna be on all night, but we're going to switch to the costume now, and just for the fun of it, let's do a transition. And the costume is on. I'll do a full shot so that you can see everything, but I have a top from Amazon, a plain black skirt that's also from Amazon, and a hand crocheted mandala vest. Again, when I can do like a full top to bottom shot, you'll see more of it, but this was hand dyed yarn that I got. It wasn't at Sheep and Wool, it was longer ago, but I think the dyer's name was Lady Pearl, and it was a Sanderson Sisters inspired colorway, so that's what I have on. I'm gonna jump into the makeup next. I usually keep my makeup pretty simple just because, first of all, I wear glasses, so I can't do anything super crazy with eye makeup because it's not gonna be seen, but also just for my comfort level, I don't like having a ton of eyeliner on, so I usually, if I want it to be dramatic, I do black on my top lid, but color underneath. I also have hooded eyes, which means that eyeshadow is kind of pointless for me because you won't be able to see it when my eyes are open. So I usually, if I want to add a pop of color, I stick to my lower lash line for that. But I'm just going to jump into my makeup routine and then I'll show you what I did. Okay, here's the finished makeup. So I did a dark red lip. It's just one of the Sephora brand lipsticks. It's a pretty old one, so I'm sure they don't have the same color anymore, but it's just a deep matte red and very cool toned, almost like a brown red. And then I did the orange eyeliner on my bottom lid that I've been really liking lately. I got that orange. It's a Pixie brand eyeliner, and I got it for my butterfly costume for the Renaissance Fair. But I got so many compliments on it, both at the Renaissance Fair and on pictures that I showed friends and family afterwards, that I knew I needed to work it into another look somehow. So we kept the bright orange eyeliner. I also think pairing it with the really dark lip makes it look not so like neon bright. I changed out of my pair glasses into my regular ones, but last time I wore the costume, I actually wore these glasses with it, which are an old prescription, so they're not quite as strong as my current ones. But I can't decide which one looks better. I'm using the viewfinder as a mirror. I think, like, objectively with the makeup, these glasses look better because it kind of balances better. But I think these are a little bit more in keeping with the pirate look, I guess. It also, they're not as bold of frames, so I think I am just gonna stick with these rimless ones, but I'm going to add some jewelry and then show you the finished look. All right, we have the finished look put together, complete with the hat. I did crochet, I don't even know if you can see it because of the angles. There we go. I did crochet a hat band using matching yarn from the vest and attached an orange feather to it to add a little something to the hat. This hat was also from Amazon. It has like an octopus design on it. Just because it was the first one that came up on Amazon that I saw that I liked. The brim is flexible as well. And we'll back up for, hopefully I can back up far enough for a full-ish view. I'm gonna adjust the camera and try that again because did not give myself enough space to back up. Okay. That's better. Gotta go all the way to the back of the room. So, full costume. I've got my long black skirt. I also have black boots on that I don't even know if you could see that because the camera's so far away. And here's the full vest. Move the hair so that you can see all of the crochet stitches. While I did enjoy making this vest and I liked doing the special yarn for it, I would not recommend the pattern because the pattern had a lot of mistakes in it. So if you're going to look for a mandala vest, I'd recommend finding your own pattern instead of the one that I used. But I thought it was a perfect alternative to doing like a corset or a set of stays because it's a lot more comfortable. So that's what I chose to use for this costume instead. I also liked kind of the flowy layers that it added. But that's going to be it for this video. I hope that if you still have Halloween events to go to, you're having fun preparing for those. And if you're staying at home and doing something cozy instead, I hope that you enjoy your spooky evening. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, everyone.